It's Archeage 101, the 2019 edition. My name is Jalan, and today we are going to be talking about social organizations, and this is going to include factions, guilds, and families. Now, unfortunately, I am going to have to go a little bit into the blackboard when I talk about factions right at the beginning here. I don't have a pirate. I can't run up to the pirate island, even on the test server, to gather data to show you this firsthand. So I'm going to be talking conceptual. But if you want to read all this and, get into way more detail than I'm going to cover today, you can head over to the website. I am working on the Archeage 101 website, trying to get it written, try to make it more usable. So the social organizations page is almost 100% done. It's in viewable, a viewable state right now. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to talk about factions. And the truth of the matter is, I wasn't going to talk about factions as a social organization because really there's not a lot of faction-specific content. Now, there is the day that the Red Dragon is allied with a group of people. And I thought, nah, I'm not going to do an entire section just to talk about that. But then I remembered that the Pirate Nation has some very specific faction objectives. So let's talk about those real quick. Bring up the blackboard. They're going to have 4 of them. They're going to first of all want to defend Morpheus and Rangoa, who are the 2 pirate leaders, the 2 NPCs that, if you know the lore and the canon, these are really your NPC leaders. You're going to have the responsibility to defend the Delphinad Ghost ships, and then you're going to have the responsibility to destroy the Leviathan carcass before anybody manages to bring that up to Diamond Shores. First and foremost, let's talk about the 2 pirate lords. The 2 pirate lords are considered world bosses. If a raid shows up and kills them during their spawn window, everybody in the raid has a chance to get a gold crate. For the pirates, they have a quest to do. And guys, I want you all to know this. This is me working on secondhand information. I don't have a pirate, haven't confirmed this. So what I'm going to say is they have a quest to do to defend their pirate lords. If they do, then one person has a chance at getting a gold crate, and everybody that completes the quest is going to get 400 honor. Now, pirates out there, if I got that wrong, please leave a comment below, and I can change it up on the website. Let's make sure people are educated properly. For the Delphinad Ghost ships, every day there's going to be 2 Delphinad Ghost ships that spawn. If they're destroyed by people from Nuia, from Haranya, or from the player nations, they're going to drop 30 packs worth 60 charcoal each if the turn-in rate's 130%. If the pirates manage to defend the Delphinad Ghost ships, the pirates cannot kill them. If the pirates manage to defend them, they will drop 15 pirate-only packs, which means a pirate must loot these. These are with the same packs, still worth the 60 charcoal. However, if the pirate gets killed, then anybody can scoop up the pack. So pirates don't think that like 1 or 2 of you low-level gear scores are going to be able to go out there and just run off with a bunch of pirate-only packs. They're only pirate scoopable. Finally, pirates, if somebody does manage to kill the Leviathan, you are responsible for killing that Leviathan carcass. You can't let the Lord of the Sea get dragged up and put on display. If you do this, you can pick up the title for the pirates. It's the 3rd pirate-specific title. I guess that is something else I should say. There are 2 pirate-specific titles that you get for being in the Pirate Nation. I'll talk about those in the title chapter. Now, moving on, I'm going to talk about guilds. Guilds are pretty much a staple of every MMORPG I've ever played. You get guilds in WoW, you get free companies in Final Fantasy XIV, you get corporations in EVE. I don't think I've ever played a game that didn't have a guild organization. Now, are they necessary in Archeage? No, you're not going to have, they're not necessary. It's not necessary to have a guild in Archeage. The only guild-specific content is the castle sieges and the dominions. I'm not really going to talk about castle sieges too much in Archeage 101. Just know the brief overview is that up here in Aurora, in these 6 zones, there are castles that can be claimed. Once they're claimed, the only people who can siege these castles is a top 20 guild. So obviously, my guild right now has slipped a little bit. We're out of the top 20. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't siege one of those castles. I'm not in the top 20. If one of these top 20 guilds wants to siege during siege weekend, they have to first successfully buy the scroll, plant the scroll, and then during siege period on Sunday, like every third week, there'll be a conflict between two groups. That is really the only guild-specific content besides dominions. What dominions are is Dominion. You see this Dominion history. Paradox doesn't fight in dominions. We are available. We're not under a peace scroll. Dominions are a 1 hour long war between two guilds. One of those guilds must reach 10 kills, or the Dominion is considered a draw automatically. Once one of the two guilds has 10 kills, it's a valid war. The winner is going to get guild XP. The loser is going to get guild XP. It's basically bragging rights. It's not like you get loot boxes or, honor crates or anything from it, which I think would be a really cool idea. Jake Song, give me a call. We can talk. We can make dominions actually mean something. But as it is, that's really the only other guild-specific content. Now, knowing that you have the ability to get guild declared or guild war declared, does a new player want to be in a guild? Yes, they do. Let me bring this up again. What they want to be in is they want to be in a level 2 guild. They want to be in a level 2 guild so they get this XP gain. It's 7% free guild XP. It bumps up to 15% when you kill world bosses, complete guild dailies. We'll talk about the dailies in just a second. But guilds under level 3, so get level 1 and level 2, they can't be dominioned. So it's like the best of both worlds. You get to be in a guild, you get to start earning prestige for doing guild dailies, get XP from doing guild dailies, get an XP buff from being in a guild level 2 or above, but you're not really at risk of anything. Now, I talked about guild dailies. What I did today is I didn't open mine up for this video. Not really complicated stuff. I'm going to give you just the Reader's Digest version of each one. All right, so here I am. I am up in Diamond Shores now. I am at the Harani Pavilion. For all you Nuians out there, this is going to work exactly the same for you. You're just going to be at your Nuian Pavilion, and you're going to be bringing your stuff to your fortress. I'm over here at my pavilion, and these would be going to my fortress. Pirate and player nations, you guys don't have this in Diamond Shores. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my guild quests real quick, and you see all these quests here. Now these work two ways. The very first quest on the top is a grand construction. Must participate in colonizing Aurora quests. Now all of these guys have colonizing Aurora quests. You can do all of these for additional guild XP or guild or prestige. But when I come in here, I'm going to get 20 guild XP and 10 prestige for doing one of these quests. Now, maybe you need guild XP to level your guild. Maybe you need prestige. In the old days, there was a Luna gem in the prestige shop. People used to do all these to rack up prestige. Not really a driving need for prestige anymore. You can get what you need pretty easily just doing the dailies. I'm not going to go into the prestige shop today. I'm going to do that in the currencies video, which is the next one up in the series. But you see these wonderful people right here. This person has just made the Archeage pack. Clearly we have a alt collection right here, but that's okay. So you see them, they're making up all their packs. What I do is I come over here, a grand construction. This quest itself is going to give me 4 guild XP and 3 prestige on top of what I'm going to get for completing the guild quest. So if I accept this, then what it's going to tell me is that I need to craft a faint Archeage bundle and deliver it to the Haranian base in Diamond Shores. As you can see, this person is clearly alting it up there. Come over here, talk to this. A faint Archeage bundle is going to be 6 Starlight Archeage. And then each other of the bundles are going to be based on 6 Starlight Archeage, and you're going to add more and more stuff to it as you go. Now, if I was going to do this, I would make the pack. I would run it over there. I highly recommend doing it when the zone is at peace. Don't risk losing your packs for no reason. There are always people out and about that are going to try to take your packs and ruin your day. Now, while you're up here in Diamond Shores, there's another guild daily to do. The next one up on our list is the Aurorian Purification. We need brave guilds to help purify Aurora. And what it's going to be is destroy one of these things. Now, you can do this in any Aurora zone as well. You can destroy the Riven Gates idols, the Mana Towers, the Ost Mana Towers. So all of those are going to count. But most people are just going to zip up here and do a bunker. Also, if you're getting involved in the daily things to do, like Crimson Rift or Grimghast Rift, usually the first one of those CRs or GRs of the day will come up here to kill a bunker as well. Makes it really easy for new players. Now, you can't do damage to these directly. What you're going to need is you're going to need a tank, or usually somewhere right around, and I deliberately didn't find the crate beforehand. Somewhere around you're going to see a crate of weapons. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Of course, since we're doing it live, it's never easy, right? How difficult is it to find the crate of weapons? So here we go. If you don't have a tank, what you can do is you can pick up one of these harpoon crates. And these are going to do 1,650 siege damage. So if you're doing it by yourself, you're gonna be here for a while. 55,000 damage, 1,600 a shot. You're going to be here a while. I recommend getting 3-4 people, guild mates, whoever, knock them out as a team. Works way better. Next up on our guild dailies is going to be Guildmates Forever, grow an Xperia item. I'm not going to show this, I'm not going to demonstrate it. What I am going to show you is that for only 10 prestige, you are going to be investing quite a bit of gold into trying to do this. Now, if you're below level 55 and you're between levels 50 and 55 and you are trying to level and you have property, then these are not a bad idea. If you can make them, I wouldn't buy them off the auction house, to be completely honest. You can usually make these a lot cheaper, but these are going to give you a massive amount of XP. You just have to pay attention. If you're doing sunflower patches, you need to do 4, pumpkin is 3, ducks is 2, and pines are 1. They also take different amounts of time to mature. Pines take 2 days to mature, pumpkins are 10 hours, sunflowers are 4 hours. These are a good way to get from 50 to 55 on both your character level and your secondary skill trees. Plus, it's going to give you 10 prestige. If you're not doing... and yes, gathering them. I forgot that. Gathering them does grant guild prestige, but you don't get guild prestige for doing the quest. Again, since the Luna Gem is taken out of the... since the Luna Gem was taken out of the shop, I don't really recommend doing these for prestige only. I do recommend, however, doing these if you need it to level, and that's the only time I would ever recommend doing them. Okay, next up on our list is going to be guild supplies distribution. This quest is there. I highly recommend you don't bother doing it. And the reason why I say that is it's going to take 4 blue salt hammers and 5 of a crafting material: fabric, iron ore, stone bricks, leather. I don't think this is worth 4 guild XP or 1 prestige. Now, I would only ever recommend doing this if your guild was like 4 XP away from leveling, or you were 1 guild prestige away from an item you needed. But truthfully, for the cost, I would just, honestly, I'd wait for the next day. The one I wanted to show you down here in Windscour is the Blue Salt request. This is actually a really easy way to pick up guild XP and guild prestige. If you follow my video on the Zone Hunter titles, and that just appeared at the top of the screen above, really easy way to get a bunch of titles. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to talk to the Blue Salt Brotherhood request manager. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to pick up the last one, because I know where this one is. So what I'm going to do real quick, come back out here, and you'll see on my map, make my map a little bit bigger. There's no quests up here. Specifically cleaned out my quest log to keep it nice and clean. Come here. When we pop up this number, it's going to send me over here. Number 2, I got to kill 12 Sandwind Buffalo. It's going to give me 1 prestige and a Guild Star. But I'm also going to get 10 Guild XP, 10 Prestige, but I'm also going to get 1 of 45 credits of dailies towards a title. Now I'm going to come out here real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to speed warp this. There is the 1 prestige. You get 1 prestige for doing each one. There's the 10 prestige for doing the quest. And then last up is probably the easiest of the guild dailies if you're doing things. World bosses. All you got to do is kill any one of these world bosses on the list. If you're doing CR and GR, those world bosses count. If you're doing rift bosses with your faction, those are going to count. So you should have zero problem being able to get the world boss daily done every single day. Now, next up, what we're going to transition into is we're going to talk about family quests. Now, I'm not going to show most of these today. What I am going to show is I'm going to show you that some people get confused when they're talking about this top one, this community center supplies. So let me pop over to Paranor real quick because it's actually a 2-part quest. You're completing 2 different quests, but they complete at the same time, and people always start to argue. It's like, it's worth this. No, it's worth this. It's like, guys, come on. It's like the other stuff I just showed you. It's exactly the same as the guild quests where you take an item across to the fortress, and you're going to finish a quest you picked up from the NPC, and you're going to finish a quest you picked up from somebody else. Now, here's the trick to this. I'm going to call it a family quest, right? But this top one isn't just a family quest. It's a quest you can only get if you're in a family, but you can only complete the quest if you're a resident of somewhere. So it's, like I said, it's a 2-parter. I'm up here. I'm in Paranor. My housing is up here. I have a cottage, so it qualifies me as a resident. You must qualify as a resident to do this top one. Now, I know that my quest for Paranor is building a reputation. It is always building a reputation, so it is always going to ask me for 30 stone bricks. So I'm going to come over here to the community manager. He's going to give me, now, this is always weird. He's going to give, if I open up all of these, he's actually giving me the item I need for Ironwood Tree now. And I'm just going to take that now and get it out of the way. So realize, in order to get your second family daily item, you come to the same thing, any community center manager. So let me pick that up, get that out of the way. Now he's going to tell me, here's my tree, do that. Now here's building a reputation. Residents should always be working to help improve an area. Residents. So residents quest, I don't know why they call it a family quest. It's going to give me a blue salt bond. I did a different video on blue salt bonds. That's linked above if you want to check it out now. I'm going to be going over them again in the next video on currencies. Going to give me vocation badges. So now what he's going to do is, right here, this is a quest, building a reputation, 500 vocation badges. This is community center supplies, 1,000 vocation badges. When I come in here and I take this reward, you see 550 vocation badges, I get 10% more on my patron, and 1,100. Both quests complete at the same time, but in order to do the family quest, I have to be able to do the residence quest. So just keep that in mind. A lot of people get confused. They're like, I can't do the family quest on my alts. Are your alts patron? Well, no. Your alts don't have residency, then they can't do them. The last one, a lot of people get this one confused as well. So let me talk about it. A lot of people think that trade outlet Haranya is going to satisfy cargo delivery. It does not. Cargo delivery is specifically running a cargo from Solus to 2 Crowns, either direction. I'll talk about that in just a second. This next one, this second quest rotates. It's going to either be Ironwood Tree, Royal Queen Bee, Regional Stew, Stone Rind Pumpkin, or Golden Sheep. I'm going to try to accomplish the tree by myself. Actually, I don't... Can I do this one by myself? Some of them, they usually say you have to have 2 family members. It is this one you can do. It is recommended that you have at least 2 family members present when attempting this. Some of them you must have 2 family members present. I'm gonna try to knock this one out by myself. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it. But what you're gonna come up here is you're gonna come up here to the tree. You're going to pick one of the roles. Now, all of these family quests is going to work basically the same. I'm going to pick red. I'm going to be a limb lopper. So allows me to damage the ironwood tree when it is vulnerable to limb lopping. Must be family togetherness. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You need 2 family members. I can't actually show you. I need to be in a party with my family member. Even though this right here, this is where the verbiage gets broken. It is recommended you have at least 2 family members present when attempting this quest. It's only a recommendation, but when you try to do the quest, must be family togetherness. I would have to have an alt online or one of my family members next to me. But basically, give you the Reader's Digest version. What's going to happen is whenever you do any of these, it's going to pop an icon. It's going to be like, if it's red, I'm the guy that hits it. If it's blue or green, nobody else hits it. These are really simple. If you guys need an explanation, you need a demonstration, let me know. I'll put them down below. I don't want to like water it down so much that I take the fun out of it. I just want to give you guys all the, it's broken for this reason. And then finally, the last family quest is cargo delivery. Now, you're going to see all day long in, all day long, you're going to see people running cargo, picking up cargo, talking about where the trade ship is. I personally don't find it worthwhile to run cargo packs unless I'm going to run them somewhere else. I don't find it worthwhile to run these across the ocean. But what you can do, you can come over here. Cargo delivery, it's going to give me the family quest. The trick is with the family quest, it's going to give you 20 charcoal when you do the family quest. A lot of people think you get 20 charcoal for doing the run. You don't. You get 13 to 15. So doing a real quick piece of math here, 26 gold is what I'm going to pay for the cargo pack. So it's a kind of a big investment for new players. What you're going to get is you're going to get 50 gold worth of charcoal, onyx archeum essence if you successfully run this. However, there are a lot of glitches with the safe boat. If you get kicked off, you lose that pack. You don't get anything. You don't get anything for your effort. Come back over here real quick. Unlike other packs, other trade packs where the crafter gets 20% and the person who turns in gets 80%. A cargo pack, whoever turns it in gets 100% of the spoils. I will be talking about cargo packs and all of these things later on in the gold making video. So is it worth it to do the family quest? Yeah, sure. It's worth it to do the family quest. You're going to make about 24 gold on your investment minus auction house fees. Is it worth it running charcoal any other time? No, probably not worth it. And I'll do the math breakdown then. All right, guys, and that is it for today. I know this isn't the most, like, jump into the middle of it, show you everything. The problem is it is really a big pain in the ass to show you absolutely everything with everything going on. So what I will recommend is if something in the video today wasn't clear, this is one of the ones that I'm going to say, go back over to the social organizations page on the website. It's going to go into a lot more detail. And then if it's not clear, if you guys ask questions, as you ask questions, I will go back to the website and I will clean up that verbiage. That's kind of what people have asked me for, so it's kind of what I'm delivering. Beyond that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you were confused on all the different bits and pieces, if this gave you any sort of overview, that's what I'm aiming for. If it's still clear as mud and didn't really help you, please let me know that in the comments below so I can clean it up. If I have to, I can recut the video. That's why this video series was done this way. If a video needs to get redone, I can redo that. If you guys want to talk about this live on my show, I do Archeage 101 pretty frequently. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I stream. If you have a concept, a topic, a concern, bring it to the show. I will literally stop what I'm doing if somebody asks a question, and I will address your concern. The other day, people got me building profit margin spreadsheets because that's what the viewers asked for. And as always, big thank you to my sponsors at Patreon. These guys are responsible for the gift card giveaway that's in the description below. I'm giving away a bunch of gift cards. So if you like free money, go ahead, click that link and enter to win. That's it, guys. It is Wednesday. I do have to get this done. I like to give my viewers at my Twitch show these videos early. So if you come to the show or you join my Discord, you get the Archeage 101s usually about a day in advance. I'm going to put this in a post. You guys take care. And I will see you next time for specialty currencies. Oh, and I forgot, guys. I totally forgot. Bear with me. The classes video. I am done with archers. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do is instead of putting all of the builds into one video, I'm gonna break that out into at least 6 different videos so that they're shorter and they're more on point. So I'll talk to you guys later and check out the new videos. Hey, where are you going? You're not done yet. See these videos? There's videos up here to watch. You gotta go over here. Hit the chibi. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the webpage. And I'll see you guys on Twitch.